And we're back. Avoid legal snags by telling people they're being recorded. Guys, you're being recorded.
Hey!
It's a two-party state. I mean, come on.
I got my water. I got my space heater. I got my setup.
Look at you. You're such an adult.
I know, right?
Doing adult
I gotta keep my feet. I gotta keep my feet warm because I'm old. There we go. Ooh, that's cold air. I don't like that at all.
This isn't too adult. It's PG-13.
We're cool with dropping the F-bombs. All right, so
but just once.
So as I recall, you guys wanted to go into the cave.
To the cave.
Yeah, we're still chanting cave as we follow the Sharon. Or at least I am.
Once you get there, you notice that it's not so much. I mean, you understand why he calls it a cave, but it is very much like it is an area that has been mined out. See the old mining equipment surrounding it. Roll. Who wants to roll perception?
I do.
I'll take a look.
Oh my God, Chase! I rolled a nat 1.
I rolled a 17.
You looking around, you notice that there appears to be a bug man, a man with a little antenna coming out of his head, and a mouse fellow accompanying you, dog.
God damn it! You're not gonna believe me, but there's a spirit following us.
Good God.
Lils, what do your Yisoki eyes see?
I got a 17.
Oh yeah, that's good. You notice surrounding it, you see plenty of signs of goats, hoof prints, and amongst all the rubble and space debris and dust, droppings here and there.
I'm gonna jump off his shoulders, and I'm just gonna jump to where the tracks are, maybe some dung piles, and I'm just gonna sniff around and go, guys, the babies. Let's go. Let's go. We're in the right direction.
You also notice there are smaller footprints, like very small footprints.
Nah, those aren't important. I'll just keep going.
Excuse me. Okay, so what's the marching order on this?
You better believe that I'm in the front.
Okay. Dogmauth is in the front.
As soon as there's dark, I'm going to try to hide away from sight completely.
I'll be in the back.
I'll be towards the middle.
I guess let's give us a spacing of 10 feet between each other.
Okay. If any of you guys want to roughly write out a map, that is obviously perfectly acceptable. That way none of you guys get lost. But
I'm a bounty hunter. I'm never lost.
Before you go in though, the Sheeran says, from here on it is on to you guys. I dare not go in there.
Bye, strange friend.
All right.
See you soon.
Did I beat him, Chase? Did I beat him at Space Chess?
Oh.
This is really important to you.
You guys ended up chanting cave and just walked off.
Mark off one space chess set from your today.
Yeah, unfortunately, your
God
space chess set is it's still back there. You just walked off without it.
It's a good thing I carry 6 at all times.
You always need a backup space chess set.
He is the champion after all.
I give him an uncomfortable hug, like uncomfortably long.
Oh yeah, and he's giving it just as back equally because he's got that extra set of arms in the center of his abdomen. And you feel it kind of like tickling around your belly button.
Can I squeeze in the middle?
Yes, you can squeeze it. Do you want to hug the little arms?
Sure. I'm gonna walk over to Ondromena and pull him into the hug.
You all so close to all of you right now.
You all hug the strange bug man that has been watching goats and is covered in strips of leather. on an asteroid.
Thank you.
We're now blood brothers.
Oh God! All right. No, for real though, but we gotta go. We gotta go do our job. I'll see you later.
Right.
Okay.
Goats. Let's go.
So when you enter in, it's a fairly narrow passageway, somewhere between like 5 and 10 feet wide. Like, I mean, you guys can like wheedle around each other. Anyone. I mean, I guess Dogmauth, you're in the front. Roll dexterity. Roll perception.
Okay, perception. That's wisdom, isn't it?
Yes.
That's unfortunate. All right, let's go. God damn it! It went off the table. 1 second. God damn it! It went off the crock pot. All right, let's go.
What are you rolling on?
I'm rolling on a game of Mousetrap.
Rolling on his kitchen stove.
I will not explain myself, and I do have a 4.
Fair.
Well, as you step forward, you place your foot down, and you notice that it keeps going down and down and down. Once you hit the ground, you notice that you are basically laying on like a stretched out tarp that was just covered in dust and really light layer of dust and grime. You also take 2 bludgeoning damage. That will be on your stamina.
Oh, my stamina!
Oh boy! There he goes.
Watch out, guys! My stamina got hit.
What about your pride?
How far down am I? Don't worry about my pride.
You're about 10 feet down. It's nothing that they can't get you out with a little bit of time and effort.
Don't worry, I'm only 10 feet down. You can get me out. It's just going to take some time and some effort.
Ooh, I don't know.
I'll toss you a line of cable line so we can pull you up.
I definitely reach out and very quickly pull up on that line.
Do I fall down because no one else has grabbed it yet?
I was about to say. Roll dexterity.
12.
No, you do not fall.
Oh, so I just let go of the rope, and now you have a bunch of titanium cable.
Yes.
God damn it! Catch this rope.
That's
throw back up. I mean, science! Damn it! Catch this rope.
Are you a staunch atheist?
I think I am now. Oh God! Let me write that down.
Character development.
Yeah, I'm going to write that one down too. Dogma.
All right.
After a whole lot of shenanigans, you do eventually get out of the pit.
Man, who knew perception could bite you in the ass like that? All right. Well, they say everything 2020.
Well, as you go forward, we'll say about 20 feet, you notice it opens into like this thing. It opens into like this bigger area, and you see a couple of goats without any kind of equipment on them or anything in these pens. However, you notice like roughly along the outer rim of the entryway, it seems to be surrounded by a machine. Could somebody roll computers? Anybody, doesn't matter who.
Oh, that's me.
I could also.
Let me see. Computers.
Mm-hmm.
Intelligence. Yeah. All right. How about a strong 6?
Man, our rolls are horrible.
No, honestly, this was going to be an easy one. I was like throwing occasionally a roll in there. Yeah, even 6 gets it. You recognize this machine. You've seen it on a few spaceships. Pretty much, if there's like a breach in the hull, it will essentially like seal it off with a force field to keep oxygen from just completely vacating the area without just completely locking an area down. It can be passed through though. So pretty much you surmise, if you were to go through that thing, you wouldn't have to keep wearing your space bubble. I certainly won't keep you from, I won't demand that you take your fish bowl off, but you don't have to wear it in once you get in there.
I'm gonna step inside and just breathe sweet, sweet air.
It's a little acrid, a little goat flavored and smelly, but yeah, you can breathe it perfectly.
The smells of youth.
I'm gonna walk through. I'm just gonna smoothly run my hand against my neck, and then when I reach the far side, I'm just gonna whip my what do you call that damn thing?
Mullet.
I'm gonna whip that damn mullet so hard. And
right on back and forth.
Goddamn right. My neck is gonna go right with it. And I'm gonna clear that right out.
You do same thing. The sweet smell of goats.
Sweet, sweet oxygen poop.
But yeah, you're in there. Like I said, a couple of goats in pens. You notice continuing going further east. There seems to be a path that veers off to the left.
Before we get too far, can I smell the goats?
Oh yeah, sure.
All right, I'm gonna smell the goats.
They smell of hay and musk.
This is it, man. This is our goats.
Is there enough room to hide in the goat pen? Like, are there a bunch of goats in there? Like, could we hide amongst the goats?
Oh no, it's basically just there's. Hold on, just a second. Let me check my notes real quick. Honestly, there's enough room for pretty much you. And like, there's two pens pretty much. There's one on like the north side and one on the south side, and they're and both of them are like tethered into like a stick. There's pretty much there's room enough for you to get in there, but it would be really crowded if one of the other two got in there.
Okay, so one of us could hide here. Very nice.
Okay. Guys, we could do a stakeout here. I could be like the sentry and give you guys a comm command and be like, hey, guys, he's here. And then we save the goats. There's a couple steps in between there, but, we'll figure it out.
Okay, I'm going to start trying to shear the wool right off of these goats so I can put it on my body.
You want to get in the pen with one of the goats?
Yes. Oh, God, yes.
Okay. You
do realize that goats don't have wool, right?
No, obviously I do not.
I was gonna let that be a surprise.
Oh, I've been playing too much for one life. I'm sorry.
Go shave a goat.
I am still gonna try. So how does that go?
Oh Lord.
There's not really
gonna die of hypothermia.
There's not really any padlocks on the pen that you walk up to. I mean, it seems pretty secure. Like, I mean, unless the goats ever figure out how to work really simple, like, lever locking mechanisms. You enter it.
So is this diplomacy? What are we doing? How you doing, goat? Give me your fur.
Well, as you're approaching the goat, like you notice at that point that the goats haven't made any noises since you've come in, and it's just staring straight at you. Like they haven't even really moved.
All right, I look right at him. All right, dude, take a chill pill. Let's make this easy.
Roll dexterity on this. I guess. Yeah, we'll do dexterity.
Oh dear God! Oh no!
Another natural one?
I got another one. Oh God! I got another natural one, and I'm never playing in the kitchen ever again. So
Well,
how does this go? I've already taken -2 to stamina. I fear for how this turns out for me.
Not for you, but for the baby goat.
well, the baby goat is unusually fast for a goat, and it immediately attacks you. And ooh, wow.
God damn it! See, that's what I'm talking about.
There we go. That's what it landed on.
I can't see it. I'm just gonna take it as bad.
Well, we'll call it a natural bad. So hold on just a moment.
I'm gonna perch on the pin post and just watch this dumpster fire happen.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that I tried to grab it at the head and the tail, and I actually grabbed it at the head and the nut.
It sinks its teeth right into your forearm.
It's not even an omnivore. What is it thinking?
I'm videoing this, by the way.
You're damn right.
And it does 1d4 1d4. I just rolled the thing. It does 4 piercing damage.
What?
Oh yeah.
I am
gonna get wrecked by a goat.
So what does that damage do? Is that -4 stamina damage?
Yeah,
how this works.
Pretty much how your hit points work on this. Okay, so there's stamina points and hit points, right? You lose your stamina points before you lose any hit points. Okay. And let's say like after a combat is done, you can take like a little 5 to 10 minute breather and spend one of your resolve points, and your stamina points just max out entirely.
Thank God.
Now,
I'm getting my ass kicked by a goat.
You got bit by a goat.
It's literally a baby goat.
So, here's the thing though. Let's say you lose like all of your stamina and you lose like 2 hit points, just hypothetically. Like you can still spend points to fill your stamina back up, but until you get like actual healing, or like through like magic or whatever, or something specifically designed to heal hit points, those hit points stay 2 points down. Like if you're suffering hit point damage, that means like you're in trouble. Stamina is getting the wind knocked out of you. Like you can recover that.
Okay, thank
you.
you.
You're like basically that. Peter Griffin, just like
I'm looking a lot like Kevin Hart right now. Getting the ass kicked out of me.
I'm going to add to my inventory one video of dog being mauled by a goat for trying to shave it for its wool.
So,
it's going up on SpaceTube, by the way.
I just assume at this point that the goat is shaving me, and I'm trying to come to terms with it.
So, what's the intent at this point?
Oh, I mean, I'm still trying to like dominate this dude. Like I'm gonna get his wool.
Well, in that case, we're basically gonna have to roll this into a combat. Because
dear God!
This
I don't think I realized.
This goat is not having it. So if you want to do it, we're gonna have to roll initiative.
All right, let's roll initiative. Dear God, not a 1. No!
What are the odds?
It's a 1.
You want to know the worst part? The goat rolled a 2.
God, this like hurts my pride and like.
What's your initiative?
Just for transparency, I'm gonna take a quick picture, just because I don't want you guys to doubt me.
Why would you doubt you rolling a natural 1?
I don't know, but
for the story, Bailey. For the story.
Fair enough.
For my video.
Okay, so I guess the initiative is goat and Dogmauth. I see a McCutcheon. Uh-oh. Let's see if we can see that again. Man, it is not letting us see it. Try it again.
Everything okay?
It keeps flipping back around to McCutcheon. I think that's the problem.
Well, I like seeing McCutcheon myself, so
Yeah. Honest, I mean, we'll take your word for it. So, do our other two party members want to chip in and fight the baby goat?
No, I'm giving him
Negative.
encouragement.
Still videoing.
You with us, McCutcheon?
He's still sad about the one.
I think McCutcheon. I think you turned your headphone. I mean, your speaker off. McCutcheon.
Natural 1, lose connection.
I'm on my phone. Somebody text him on Facebook or something like that. Let him know that he turned his speaker off. Uh-oh. He left. I think he's coming back. That's hysterical. Honestly, here's the thing about any kind of like D&D game, specifically games where like there's like a level progression system. I think the game is far more fun at the bottom end because you're a bumbling adventurer. It's things where fighting a goat can really mess you up.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
No, that's fine, man.
Okay, so I 100% have a -1, and I have initiative of +2.
Well, the goat still beats you. So if you didn't hear the other two, they're going to sit this out and just watch the magic happen
and be happy.
So the goat, it's going to rear up and drag its hooves back and forth, and it is going to make a lunge and try to gore you. Does an 11 hit your kinetic armor class, your KAC?
No, thank God.
Okay. It lunges. I mean, it charges and lunges forward, but remember that I said that it was on a tether. It just kind of snaps back and just kind of gives like a yeah. That's the first sound you notice that it's made, though. Next in the initiative order is Dogmauth, and Dogmauth versus the goat.
Oh my God! I just rolled another natural 1. This isn't fair.
You need to destroy that dice.
Hey DM, can I ask for to use a different D20?
You know what? We'll allow it because you're not having good luck right now.
Thank you.
No,
All
thank
right.
you.
I was gonna say, if this one's a natural one, though, you're SOL.
Okay, different D20. Let's go. Okay, that's better. Not by much, but enough. What is a 10?
Mm-hmm. Versus, what are you attacking it with? Are you shooting at the goat?
I'll use a move action to draw my sword, and dude, I am gonna lock this. I mean, my tactical baton.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, man.
I feel I kind of figured that the hint was strong enough earlier, but this goat is tethered down. You don't have to be within fighting range.
So tactical baton for a 10. That's all I got.
It strikes the goat. I'm assuming that attacks its kinetic. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it strikes the goat.
Okay, it's a 1d4 plus 2. Let me find a d4.
All right. At this point, after he deals his damage, I'm going to jump down, cut the video real quick because I just witnessed animal abuse, and I'm going to jump in and be like, dude, just leave the baby goat alone. Party foul. Party foul.
I dealt 3 whole damage to this dude.
You conk the goat up the side of the head, and it's woozy. It's down to half HP at this point.
You're goddamn right.
It goes kind of dizzy. But
Can I try to get in the middle of this?
Sure. Roll initiative real quick.
All right.
Roll initiative. Roll anything higher than a 3.
Oh Lord. Of course it comes in now. Let's see. Where is my initiative? 24.
Yeah, you're basically at the top of the order, which puts you above the goat. So you jump in. What would you like to do?
I would. Did you say the goat was tethered?
Yeah, the goat's tied down this whole time.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna push Dogmauth out of the way as far as possible. Just be like, dude, we're trying to save them. Stop beating the shit out of them.
Bet you won't hit him.
Once you pull it out, once you pull him away from like the pen, the goat just goes back to just staring at you guys in silence.
Dude, you kill the goat, we don't get money for booze.
Did you feel good about yourself? Did you follow a goat? Baby goat? Feel like a big man?
I'm going to take a deep breath, and then I'm going to say, non-lethal damage, bitch. And I'm going to roll.
Well, it's unfortunately, it's the goat's turn. So, as you wade in, the goat rears its head back up and rolls a natural 1. Barely dodgy.
Thank
I mean,
God.
it barely misses you, just whiffs. So up next is Dogmauth.
All right, let's do this. Let's do it. All right, 18 plus enough. 20 something.
All right, that hits it.
Yeah. All right, tactical baton. So that's D4 plus 2. 6. Get it on.
I'm just using my tiny frame to try to push as hard as I can.
What was the result?
I dealt 6 damage with my tactical baton.
Again, you rear back with your baton and crack a baby goat in the head, and it falls immediately. It's still alive, but the baby goat is very unconscious.
Dude, I can't watch any more of this. I got weeks coming.
You know, like I'm severely uncomfortable now.
This week at Exciting Space Adventure, grown men beat a baby goat into unconsciousness.
Like, I just want to put this into perspective. This thing probably weighs like 30 pounds and is maybe 2 feet tall.
Oh no!
And you just clubbed a baby seal to death.
Not to death. It's unconscious. It's unconscious.
You're what PETA warned us about.
I'm gonna pull up my dueling sword and I'm gonna shear it. Because God damn it, if I'm not a goat at this point.
Well, I'm gonna. We're nearing the 30-minute mark, so I'm gonna end this recording section of it. Hold on a second. Stop recording.